Hello, all. So, we have started moving into a flashback along with our poet who has already met King Karikaalan, and he is leading the impoverished bards to meet King Karikaalan. He is starting his account of what happened when he met the great king. So, we shall move ahead with the poem. அரசனின் விருந்தோம்பும் பண்பு கேளிர்போல கேள்கொளல் வேண்டி வேளாண் வாயில் வேட்பக் கூறி கண்ணில் காண நன்னுவழி இரி பருகு அன்ன அருகா நோக்கமோடு உருகுபை போல் என்பு குளிர்கொளி ஈரும் பேனும் இருந்து இறை கூடி வேரோடு நனைந்து வேற்று இலை நுழைந்த துன்னல் சிதார் துவர் நீக்கி நோக்கு நுழைக்கல்லா நுண்மய பூக்கணிந்து அரவு உரி அன்ன அருவை நல்கி. The king's magnanimity. Rushed he with oneness, thirst for loving kinship, with unmatched geniality spoke his kingship. Made me stay well within his reach and sight. As I drank, he looked with loveful eyes pure like white. A gaze that melts and chills heart with love, as I stood clad in lice-infested loin cloth that was wet with sweat, severely patchy cloth, snatched and discarded away from my sight, newest garment with flowers patterned bright, shiny like serpent skin he did clad me in. He recounts how the king himself came out of the palace to welcome him and his troop. This is what hospitality is all about. This is where we get our hospitable nature from. Our ancestors did not bother about the class to which our guests belong to. They often went out of the way to welcome them, to make them feel comfortable. And even today, if somebody comes, we obviously don't sit inside a room. We go outside the house, receive them, feed them good food, and make sure they are absolutely comfortable. And so here, when the bard reached the palace yard, the king, who came to know that a bard's troop has come over there, he rushed outside and welcomed them. And king did not even flinch at the sight of the dirty bard. He had travelled a distance, so he looked very dirty. His clothes had torn and the cloths were patched up in all sorts of places. And they were infested with lice and bugs. The cloths were dripping with his sweat. But the king did not even flinch an eye. Instead, he showed them his loving side. The king looked upon the bard and his troop in a very genial way that it completely made them feel at ease. And as soon as they were invited inside the palace, the king made sure that they were well clothed. So they gave them a set of refreshments, and after that, their old garments were replaced with good shiny ones. And the garments looked like very rich silk, and the poet compares the material to the soft, shiny skin of a snake. The king really is magnanimous. There's a story linked to explain how magnanimous King Karikaalan was. Even at a very young age, Karikaalan had to fight two different kings from two different clans. One was from the Chola dynasty and the other one was from the Pandya dynasty. Now, these two kings were joining hands to fight young Karikaalan. Karikaalan did not even bat an eyelid. He fought them really very hard and used a smart way to defeat them. After the battle got over, he invited a lot of bards and poets to sing praise of the battle that got him victory. The story goes like this. Amidst the lot of poets who visited the court after the battle, there was one female poet, and she was invited to sing in praise of King Karikaalan. While other poets sang in praise of the king, glorifying him, the victory he had at the battlefront, this poetess sang other way around. She called him the loser. This shocked the entire court, and people started scolding her. Are you mad? How can you call the king who has just come back from the battlefront victorious? You're calling him a loser. She insisted, no, he is a loser. And so who's the winner? The king himself asked. Who do you think is the winner if it is not for me? The poetess boldly replied, the Chola king who fought against you, who bore the arrow that you shot on his chest, starved himself to death. You did not kill him, your arrow did not kill him, whereas he starved himself to death and died proudly. He is the hero, he is the winner of the battle, she said. Isn't it not intriguing? Yes. What happened in the battle was this. Karikaalan set up a plan. He split the troops in such a way that he would face to face meet the Chera king. As soon as he met the king, the battle became fiercer. He was face to face and he shot an arrow which pierced the heart of the Chera king and came out of his back. According to battle strategies, a person who has received wounds on his back is considered to be a coward. The Chera king did not want to tag that he was a coward, even though the arrow passed through his chest and it had only come back out of his back. He did not want that bad name. So what he did was he collected all his courage, went out of the battlefield, sat in a position of penance and starved himself to death. And when this story came flashing across his mind, Karikaalan bowed his head to the poetess and said, "Yes, you are right. I am the loser and Chera king is the winner." Such is the humility of the king who boldly accepted that he had only won the battle but not morality. Saying this, the poetess really got awarded for her bravery and her poetic wisdom. What else has our poet got to say about King Karikaalan? We shall look into it in the next part.